Hey guys, I wanted to do a quick services review because we are still confused and we are still not turning in service logs totally complete and um, correctly, as well as I wanted to hit on the service plan, the survey I sent last week, as well as moving forward into finishing up those services plans. First, the service log. Number one, I have sent this as an attachment at least 4,000 times to all of you. I know that's an exaggeration, but that's literally what it feels like. And I need y'all to save it. This one, not the one that's old, this one that I have sent you numerous times, as well as uploading it to Redbook. Everything that I send y'all that I tell you I have uploaded to Redbook is in the resident services folder. It is not in forms. It is not anywhere else. Everything that I make and I upload to Redbook is in the resident services folder. So do not call me and ask me what form number it is because it's not there, because it's not in the forms. No, it's not, because that's not where it belongs. It is in the resident services folder. This is the one you need to be using. This is the most up-to-date one. This is the one I have sent you numerous times and said this is the one you need to be using. I need it to have your partner on it, and I need it to have the number of participants on it. Okay. At the top are the TDHCA services, which I honestly have not been harping on as much right now because TSHAC right now is our priority because we are having to report to them monthly. So those are the ones I'm focusing on right now to get y'all to do correctly, and we are still not doing it correctly. So for your TDHCA services, this is where they are. They're up at the top. The top ones are the ones that you should have in place. And then if you choose to do other ones for your 8 points, they're down on the other LURA approved services. If you only do one social activity or one recreational activity and it's not the law enforcement one, don't even put it on here because it doesn't count. The only way you can have a social service and a recreational service that counts is if you do 2 in 1 month. So if you do one pizza party and it's not with the local law enforcement, it does not count for any of this. Okay? Nothing. I've tried and tried and tried and tried to get this point across, and I don't know how else to do it. But the part we're struggling with and the part I'm focusing on is at the bottom for the TSHAC services. I've sent out emails reminding you that if for TSHAC, if we don't have people do it, they don't count it as a service. So if no one gets a notary sign, if they don't use you as a notary that month, you cannot count it as a service for TSHAC. If no one uses the business center that month, it will not count for TSHAC. If you do not see anyone using the community garden or the library and you put 0, it will not count for TSHAC for that month. And I passed along that TSHAC said on the garden and on the library, if people aren't signing in, that you can estimate how many people are using it. So if you put in 0 and it doesn't count, what do you think your estimate should be on who participates? At least one person. And if you are taking care of the garden, you are that one person. If your maintenance man is taking care of the garden, there is one person. If you are straightening up the bookshelf, you can tell if people have been in it or around it. So estimate, put a number. Do not put 0 if you have those on your property and are using them, if you want them to count. Now, if you are doing 4 other TSHAC approved services, you are more than welcome to not count those for the month, though I don't understand why you wouldn't, because if you have them in place, they should be an easy point. This needs to be returned to me by the 5th of every month. If you've been at HVM for longer than 6 months, you should know this in your sleep. This has been in place since December of 2017. By the 5th of each month is when I need your service reports, with all of this at the bottom, not just this page. Next, this has been sent to you numerous times, as well as being uploaded to Redbook. These are all of the TSHAC approved services. Nowhere on here does it say pizza parties or hot dog days or really any fun social or recreational activity is on this list. So when you tell me you celebrated National Pajama Day as one of your TSHAC services, one, it doesn't count. And two, that tells me that you are not paying a bit of attention to this document and this resource. These are the only services that are approved by TSHAC. So if it is not on this list, it will not count unless we get it approved by TSHAC. I will send this to you again if you need it. If the survey, which I printed this out. The first part of this survey were all of these services that I just showed you from that list from TSHAC. Okay? The fun parties and games are not on this list. Not one of these things for TSHAC says pajama day, pizza party day, or any of that. Please stop putting it down there. And lastly, these I have to turn into TSHAC by the end of the month, and I am working on getting them to you to review as quickly as possible. These I sent you in December when we turned them into TSHAC last year for the 2021 service plans. I have also sent them again to you when we had to start reporting for TSHAC. And I believe they are also uploaded in Redbook. I will double check because I'm not 100% sure, but I am 95% sure they're also in Redbook. If you are struggling to know what services to be doing, this is your service plan. This is all the services we told TSHAC that you were going to try to do this year on your property. So if you don't know where to start, here is your service plan. Some are more specific than others, which I told y'all in December. I know some of y'all are new, so you did not hear this. But if you tell me that you don't have a partner and you don't know where to find a partner, and on your service plan it says we're going to contact a local bank to be our partner, have you not contacted a local bank? Have you told me that you need help contacting a local bank? Because that's what we said we were going to do in December. And if it's now August, okay, this is something that you should have been working on. And it's right here. It tells you who you should be partnering with or who you could be partnering with. And if you can't find that person or you haven't had success with that partner, you are supposed to communicate it to me. I cannot read your mind if this partner that we said we were planning on working with has not worked out. Okay, this gives you all your answers. This is like your absolute cheat sheet, and you should be using it. And for the 3 of you that actually did the 2021 service plan, I didn't print that out, but that's an even better cheat sheet because you already planned which services you'd be doing that month. Okay, I want to help you. That is my job, and that is what I love doing. But you also have to help yourselves, and you have to start reading what I send you. You have to watch the videos I send you, and you have to listen. And if you don't understand something, you have to ask questions, because I have all 21 of you plus all the other properties to keep in compliance for services, and I can't read your minds, and I need you to communicate. So if you don't understand all of this, you need to let me know. Not on the 6th of the month or the 7th of the month when I'm calling you and asking you why you haven't done anything. Okay? We can do this. We can start working now, and I have a plan to work from now until the end of the year to make 2022 amazing, but you have to do your part. You're adults. You were hired to do this job, and your supervisors know you can do this job. I know you can do this job, but you have to communicate and you have to work with me here. Okay? So if you have questions, please shoot me an email and I will get back to you. But let's work together and make this the best service program for your property that we can. Okay? Thank you.